There's a new documentary, a very important one. It's called The Invisible War, and it proves that the ugliest battles sometimes can take place far from the front lines. Two women serving in the military claimed that they were raped by fellow officers. Officials tried to cover up the crimes, and the betrayal was almost too much for them and their families to bear. Take a look.
He hit me across the left side of my face. I remember holding the closet thinking, what just happened? And my face hurt so bad.
He was gonna have his friend Marv from Indiana kill me and throw me in a ditch because that's how they took care of things in Indiana.
When your wife doesn't come home to rummage through the house, searching for the suicide note. To call the police with one hand while you're restraining her from killing herself with the other.
Poor guy. Well, these two brave women are with us now. Please welcome Corey Choka.
Yes, ma'am.
And you just had a little baby boy, so
Yes,
congratulations.
ma'am.
11 days ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my. Wow. Thank you for coming on with us. And Ariana Clay, and that was your husband we just saw, yes? So we'll start first with you, and then we'll have a little more time, and we'll talk to you, Ariana. So you were in the Coast Guard, and this started, you were in the Coast Guard for what, like 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were raped by a supervising officer.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us what happened and what you were able to do about it.
I wasn't able to do much, unfortunately, but when I first arrived, I was the only female in my section amongst eight other men, and this man was very demeaning, very powerful. He even intimidated.
Still hard to talk about it, isn't
yes, ma'am. He even intimidated the men, actually, and he began asking me out. And when I refused his advances, it escalated from there. And when he started to grab me and touch me and knew that he could get away with certain things, that's when it kept escalating, and it ended.
He raped you.
Yes, ma'am.
But you say that he raped you not because you were pretty or because, you know, why did he rape you? Why do you think?
It was definitely for power. It was to make me, it was to degrade me.
You said that he hated you.
Yes, ma'am. He spit on me quite many times.
He hated you often about power.
I know this is so difficult, but after the rape, what happened when you reported it?
Nothing happened when I reported it. He was, they needed him as an instructor for this ice symposium. So they let it go by. I served him coffee. I kept radio comms with my rapist. And
you had contact with him throughout.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Was there retaliation?
Yes, from his friends. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of retaliation?
I would get extra duty. They would make me shovel the snow by myself on boat ramps, and they would blow smoke in my face and cuss at me.
In the civilian world, someone reports a rape or some sort of assault to the police, and then the courts are set to handle it. What is the process in the military for this? Like, what now is the process, or what then was the process?
I'm afraid the only process is to eject the victim and keep the perpetrator.
That's what happens? They're not punished?
No, ma'am. In many cases, they are not punished. And in what happened to me, he was court-martialed, but he got 30 days restriction. He admitted to hitting me, but he said the rape was consensual.
So I gotta ask you, because this can't be easy for either one of you, and you've made this brilliant documentary. I mean, what made you decide that now was the time it's time to do this? Let's get this information out there.
Well, I sat quiet for 7 years because the military, they definitely put you down to where you don't want to stand back up. You don't want to speak anymore. You don't want to fight for yourself. And when I met Kirby Dick and Miss Amy Ziering, I didn't know what to expect. And I was scared, and they gave me back my voice, and I got to, like...
tell what was happening.
Yeah, I got to share their objective in raising awareness and safety and security for our active duty service members.